How to Control Your Anger Before It Controls You. This is one of the masterpieces by Albert Ellis, the 20th century American psychology giant. When thinking of psychology, the first name that might come to mind is Freud. However, in a ranking of the most influential applied psychologists conducted by American and Canadian psychological communities, Freud ranked third, while Albert Ellis took second place. Carl Rogers, the renowned American psychologist, ranked first. Ellis surpassed Freud mainly because of his groundbreaking work in applied psychology, particularly in practical counseling and therapy. He developed rational emotive behavior therapy, REBT, which laid the foundation for modern cognitive behavioral therapy. This theory and therapy method has become mandatory learning for psychological counselors in many countries, including major institutions worldwide. His successful theory brought him tremendous rewards. He established the prestigious Albert Ellis Institute using his book royalties. His therapy also attracted high-profile followers, including George W. Bush, Bill Clinton, and Hillary Clinton, political figures who either became president or came close to it. Ellis lived from 1913 to 2007, reaching the age of 94. In 2013, marking his centennial, his works on rational emotive therapy were reorganized by Dr. Taffrate, an American clinical psychologist and heir to Ellis's theories. These works were republished and introduced internationally. Besides Controlling Anger, the series includes companion books like Controlling Anxiety, Rational Emotions, and Why Do Others Control My Emotions? The Major Dangers of Anger. 1. Damages relationships. 2. Prevents focus on important matters. 3. Leads to suboptimal choices and behaviors. 4. Can trigger aggressive behavior and potential retaliation. 5. Causes physical and psychological harm. Ellis identified 5 misconceptions about controlling anger. 1. Venting reduces anger. 2. The timeout strategy. 3. Believing anger helps get what you want. 4. Thinking insight into the past reduces anger. 5. Believing external events make you angry. Ellis's ABC model of rational emotive behavior therapy. A. Activating event or adversity. B. Belief system. C. Emotional or behavioral consequences. Key formula: A times B equals C, where A is the fact, B is the variable, and B's magnitude determines the anger level C. Ellis advocates using rational emotions rather than simple restraint or submission. Rational thinking doesn't mean maintaining positive emotions in all situations. When adverse events occur, feeling sad, regretful, confused, or frustrated are healthy negative emotions. However, when these feelings escalate to depression, anger, anxiety, or self-loathing, they become unhealthy negative emotions. These belong to irrational beliefs, also known as destructive emotions. The distinction between the two lies in the matter of degree. Rational beliefs, whether positive or negative, represent appropriate and measured responses. Unhealthy negative emotions, however, lead to adverse behavioral reactions. Ellis outlined the main characteristics of irrational beliefs. First, absolutist demands, such as, I must succeed, or others must treat me well. Second, overgeneralization, labeling people based on a single incident. Like in the rental example, where Jack's cancellation led to him being labeled as an unforgivable, terrible person. Third, catastrophizing, habitually magnifying the severity and impact of unfavorable events, treating minor issues as disasters. If our belief system, B, consists entirely of such perspectives, we'll inevitably fall into unhealthy negative emotions when facing situations. Ellis's rational emotive behavior therapy, REBT, fundamentally maintains that unhealthy emotions like anger, anxiety, and depression aren't caused by adverse events, A, themselves, but by our attitude toward these events, our belief system, B. As adults, we can consciously choose our belief system. We should have the ability to determine our thoughts, attitudes, and behaviors, and arrange our lives according to our wishes. This represents the operating principle of rational emotive behavior therapy. Understanding this general principle, let's examine Ellis's specific methods for controlling anger. He categorized these methods into 4 types: cognitive methods, emotional methods, behavioral methods, and other methods. 11. Recognize the ironic effects of hatred. 12. Build humanistic values. 13. Understand others' suffering. 14. Improve interpersonal relationships. 15. Learn to cooperate with others. 16. Attend seminars, training courses, and therapy programs. Although we've discussed many anger management methods, both behavioral and cognitive approaches require constant practice. Before these practices become effective, we may still fall into anger. So what should we do? Ellis suggests not viewing anger as unacceptable or hating yourself for it. Accept yourself with your angry emotions. While acknowledging that anger itself is incorrect, don't consider yourself a bad person or blame yourself unnecessarily. Everyone makes mistakes. You have the right to make mistakes and to feel angry. Here are several practical steps to calm your anger. First, when dealing with people who anger you, assert your rights using self-focused expressions rather than other-focused expressions. Second, when people make you angry and seem unaware of their inappropriate behavior, speak to them with authority rather than commanding tone. Third, when someone criticizes you and you feel angry, control yourself without harshly condemning them. If you can achieve this, you'll handle situations better. Fourth, when you're angry due to others' criticism, there's no need to feel sorry or hate yourself. Fifth, it's acceptable to respond to others' mockery with measured sarcasm. Sixth, don't be overly critical of how you handle anger. When you're angry with someone, don't demand perfect responses from yourself. Seventh, make conscious efforts to reduce your anger frequency. Eighth, acknowledge your anger to yourself and others when you're experiencing it. These are the lessons from controlling anger. It helps us understand the dangers of anger, its true causes, and how to view this emotion. It provides a series of anger management techniques, from theoretical understanding to practical application tips.